Chambers! Mr. Chambers, don't get on that ship! The rest of the book, To Serve Man, it's a cookbook!
No! 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 Ah! No! No!
They're making our food out of people. Next thing, they'll be breeding us like cattle for food. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them.
Promise, Tiger, I promise. I'll tell the exchange.
You tell everybody. Listen to me, Hatcher. You gotta tell them. Silent Breed is people! We gotta stop them somehow.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Enjoy.
It's June 2025, and this is video number 339. There is, in case you hadn't noticed, a plan to reduce the world's population by 9/10. Almost everything that is happening, and these days nothing happens by accident or coincidence, is driven by that conspiracy. Sadly, too many people assume that all these things are a result of individual occurrences of incompetence, greed or stupidity. They are not. We are all victims and prisoners to be of the world they have designed for us, a world being prepared with malignant contempt rather than quiet respect for humanity. The global warming myth, the massive immigration programs, the end of medicine, the destruction of farming and economies around the world are all part of the plan. Farmers in the UK are being paid £250 per acre, not to grow food, but to use their land to grow nettles, brambles and a few wild flowers. It's called rewilding, and the aim is to push up food prices and increase the number of people dying of hunger. Food prices around the world have soared, and countless millions in Africa have already died. Energy prices have soared too, as the absurd and unnecessary net zero campaign has progressed. Millions die of cold as a result. What a pity global warming isn't real, when we could all have some sunshine. Wars are spreading and huge amounts of money are being diverted into arms and armed forces, often without good reason. Vaccines are promoted and given in huge numbers without much effort to examine side effects and dangers. Even when dangers are clearly apparent, as with the COVID-19 vaccine, doctors ignore the warnings and continue to jab patients by the thousand. Many doctors didn't have the jab themselves, but they've happily taken huge sums of money to give the vaccine to their trusting patients. Drug companies are crooked, it's what they do best, but the companies have corrupted governments and they now own the medical establishment. The aim of the depopulation plan is to gain control of the world, set up a world government and lead us via the horrors of net zero into the wilderness of the Great Reset. A subsidiary aim is to save money by dramatically cutting the amount of money spent on pensions, benefits, welfare and medical care. We've entered our own killing fields, and this is truly the slaughter of the innocent. It began with the Liverpool Care Pathway, one of the most shameful and inhumane programs ever introduced in medicine. It was simple enough. Patients whom doctors or nurses thought were too old were literally starved of food and drink. They were denied medicines they needed too. Doctors and nurses who were employed to save patients were doing the opposite. It was legalised murder. The Liverpool Care Pathway was condemned, but it still continues. The problem with it, as far as the establishment was concerned, was that it could only be applied to the elderly and the very ill. And so then came the introduction of Do Not Resuscitate, DNR notices. Death sentences slammed on the medical records of countless millions of patients.